In today's video, we're going to talk about the Marvels, aka Captain Marvel 2, and also Deadpool 3, aka Deadpool and Wolverine. So, yo, what is freaking good, YouTube? What's you here? If you're new around, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, Kaiju, Monsterverse, pop culture based content that I try to deliver on a daily basis. If you're good, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, let me know what do you think about the current state of the MCU and the current state of the world when it comes to Hollywood at the moment, because it's a pretty bad time, but there's a lot of movies already filmed and will still come out later this year and obviously presumably next year. Also, if you could check us out on Twitter, WishGG, because it's the smallest platform I've got. No idea why no one wants to follow me on Twitter. It's very sad. And also check us out on Instagram at WishGG to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. Right, let's get into this video. So, although the SAG actors strike is on and the WGA writers strike is still on, 3 months later, I think it is, there is still a lot of news, a lot of information, a lot of rumors, and a lot of leaks going around. Don't worry, the information is not going to slow down. Hell, it's probably going to speed up for a while. So at the moment, Hollywood actors that are part of SAG can't attend premieres, can't promote their own movies, obviously can't film movies, so the production of Deadpool 3 has come to a halt, the production of Venom 3 has come to a halt, but that doesn't stop information and leaks coming out, because information was coming out about Deadpool 3 a year ago that's now being confirmed about the TVA and it basically being a time-traveling movie of Deadpool trying to fix the messed up timelines. So chill out, lads. I've had a lot of messages about this strike affecting information and the whole community and all that kind of stuff. It's a really big thing that's happened, and it will reshape and change Hollywood forever. And what the studios are demanding is absolutely insane. No one would agree to that working in any profession, and that is why I can see these strikes taking place for the next 3 to 6 months, because I can't see the SAG union backing down. What they want to do with AI is absolutely freaking insane. That means Deadpool 3 getting pushed 3 months forward. It's most likely going to get pushed back, but hopefully things can get better if the writers and actors unions can get what they want. So firstly, we're going to go over Captain Marvel 2, The Marvels, which is a very interesting one, a very interesting one for multiple different reasons, because the first bunch of test screenings did not go well. But like I say, the test screening information generally doesn't mean anything. It's just a rough guide. It's just something to talk about, because remember, the Flash movie, I like the Flash movie, but it's got to be said, the Flash movie tested the best for DC since The Dark Knight, yet the Flash movie is gonna be literally the worst comic book movie ever in terms of how much money it lost. So according to somebody on Twitter called Casey Walsh, who is very hit and miss, he's said this. Now, I'm looking forward to the Marvels movie, Captain Marvel. I think Captain Marvel's great. I think Brie Larson is a very cool character. I know she gets a lot of hate because of how she speaks publicly, but that's got nothing to do with a fictional movie. The Marvels is one of the best tested movies to come out of the studio this year. That's not really saying a lot. And a man like Larson is a huge start and attraction. It's going to do just fine. If anything, this is a great PE synergy move, and I'd expect more D+ shows to come to ABC. So what are they on about? Well, because Miss Marvel died in the comics, and this information came out, and I see a lot of people, some creators, saying that this movie is going to flop, meaning the Marvels is going to flop because they are putting Miss Marvel on a cable service. I believe ABC is in America. It's not actually gonna be free because you need ABC. That's like saying watching The Apprentice is free in England. Sure, bro, if you've got a TV license. So official Miss Marvel entire first season will air on ABC next month, becoming the first Marvel Studios series to release on a network television. This is a good thing. What? This means the Marvel's gonna flop? No, what it actually means is they want Miss Marvel to get out there a bit more, so why not stick it on satellite TV, if you like? It's their own property. Disney owns ABC, so this doesn't mean anything. it's not that big of a deal, but I was sent a video that basically said this confirms that Captain Marvel 2, aka the Marvels, is going to be a train wreck. And then the same kind of people are going, yeah, Captain Marvel Brie Larson's been downgraded because it should have been called Captain Marvel 2, but it's called the Marvels. Well, that's because there's 3 main leads in this movie: Monica Rambeau, Miss Marvel, and obviously Captain Marvel. So it wouldn't have been right to call it Captain Marvel 2 when there's a bunch of different people in it. I don't really see the problem about that. I understand where these people are coming from, but it's no different to something appearing on Netflix that they don't own. But in this case, it's something they own going on ABC. It's not really an issue at all. And the most recent test screenings did go well. And also the next trailer is coming out very soon. So the Marvels trailer 3, technically it's trailer 2. You can't call a modified version of trailer 2 getting redone. 2 minutes, 21 seconds. It's called trailer 3 because the teaser was remade with slightly new scenes, making trailer 2 cut downs already. Interesting. So, also in the news, let's talk about Deadpool 3, because there is a lot of cameos in this movie, but it's been blown out of proportion by your usual suspects, you know, these websites. Well, we don't give this website any clout ever. We don't talk about them. But to make out Wesley Snipes brings horror to Deadpool 3. Okay, Stu, blow up that word out because I don't ever give him clout. But Ryan Reynolds and Halle Berry, who also is in Deadpool 3, have bad history with Wesley. He will never let him anywhere near this movie. I could see Mahershala Ali, Blade, the new Blade being in it, but sorry. Blow that word out, Stu. You're wrong again, like you're wrong about absolutely everything. So there's a very comprehensive list of all the leaks and rumors, but one thing that comes up, and it's interesting how no one can actually agree on the subject matter, is Wanda Maximoff, aka Elizabeth Olsen, going to appear in Deadpool 3? We don't know, but according to the internet, she might do, but she might not do, because there's multiple plot leaks going around, and the majority of the narrative is literally the same. So we're going to focus on one independent part of said plot leak. So, Stu, take it over. Then there's a battle in X2, similar to Last Stand, but against 838 Magneto. As we know, the leaks suggest that Magneto is going to be a big part, and it suggests that 838 universe is going to be a big part, with Deadpool and Logan recruiting an army of Fox characters. Lady Deadpool and X2 Logan dies at the hand of 838 Magneto. Now, this is where it gets really cool. I really hope this is true. We get Jean versus 838 Wanda fight, and Jean wins and gives Wanda the cure that weakens her. And of course, it's not just any Jean, it's not Sophie Turner Jean, it's actually the OG one from the Fox universe. Fanka Johnson, that's how I believe you say her name. So I do find it interesting and quite funny how no one can agree if Wanda's in this movie, but she's in one of said plot leaks, but it's not confirmed or verified about by anyone. But there is people that can agree. So Alex Perez apparently says the Wanda of 838 will be in Deadpool 3. The rumor of Wanda 616 possessing the Wanda of 838 is not true. Jean Grey is in Deadpool 3. And Alex Perez shared the Fanka Johnson GIF, if you like, implying it's obviously that version of Jean that shows up. Hints that Chris Evans' Human Torch will be in Deadpool 3. Hints that Nightcrawler will be in Deadpool. Strange and Clear will not be in Deadpool 3. Wanda will fight Jean Grey. So Alex Perez, although I don't actually know if he gets much right, he occasionally gets stuff right, has posted this. Who would have guessed this is something that would have occurred on screen 15 years ago? So it doesn't really matter where Wanda is from. It is a bit weird that apparently Wanda's return will come in this sense. So can we get some toast, who has got quite a lot of stuff wrong recently? Halle Berry, Fama Johnson, and James Manson will reprise their roles as Storm, Jean Grey, and Cyclops in Deadpool 3. There are 2 other cast members returning to Deadpool 3, one from the Fox X-Men movies and one from the MCU. They're villains. Now, don't you just love it how we know so much about this movie, but every plot leak doesn't really suggest who the villain is, realistically. actually. So let's go on. Deadpool 3 will use the Fox disregarded for continuity as a plot point. Ben Affleck is playing Daredevil. Okay, that's going around everywhere. Even Casey Walsh said that. Not that it means anything. I don't actually throw shade at these scoopers. I just talk in its own way. Parts of Deadpool 3 will take place during the timeline of the original X-Men trilogy. The younger cast of X-Men First Class stroke Days of Future Past will not return for Deadpool 3. He doesn't visit their time. Dogpool is in Deadpool 3. Yeah, that came from 4chan. A lot of this information is coming from 4chan. Let me say what I mean. What I mean is I read all this stuff on 4chan about a week before these people on Twitter started exclusively confirming information that was already publicly online on 4chan and Reddit. I'm sorry, these Twitter people. You can't get exclusives from 4chan or Reddit and give a tiny bit more context. Let's not go over the Dogpool stuff. So there's a post going around saying, oh, I gave more context. You gave no more context, ladette. I don't even know who runs these accounts because they're bot accounts with anonymous IDs. But basically what I'm saying is most of this stuff getting confirmed by alleged scoopers actually came from 4chan or Reddit. So, according to My Time to Shine, these are the confirmed posts. Channing Tatum has already filmed a cameo as Gambit. Cameo. Cool story. They're filming a chase scene in the forest. Yeah, confirmed by pictures. Sir Patrick Stewart and Sir Ian are in Deadpool 3. Cable is not in Deadpool 3, but his time machine is. That's confirmed on plot leaks going back like literally 6 months. Emma Corrin is not playing the main villain of Deadpool 3. A familiar faces. Halle Berry is in Deadpool 3, not Wesley Snipes. So also, Ryan Reynolds is in this movie apparently. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Interesting. So the rest of this list basically just Gemma Gardner, Electro, Emma Corner to be announced. Matthew McFadden to be announced, although apparently is playing Paradox. The voice of Colossus is going to be in this movie. Nega, Teenage Warhead, Vanessa. So yeah, most of the cast from the original Deadpool movie. Obviously, for obvious reasons, a specific Deadpool member from the original cast will not. So it is interesting how most of this information that we've gone over before, but now it's been confirmed. So I can put confirmed in the title somewhere. But I'm more interested about, is Wanda Maximoff going to be in this? Because there's a back and forth that she is, but she isn't. But it's looking like she is. But if the story isn't centric around Wanda, but having Magneto, Wanda's father in this movie, and not having Wanda would be a huge L. So there's a lot of fake claims of cameos from people like Ghost Rider, Boulder the Brave, etc. because obviously there's a plot leak going around about Illuminati members. I don't think they're going to stick Ghost Rider in that, because that is literally just taking information and affirmation, if you like, from the Multiverse of Madness. I know this movie's getting dubbed as Multiverse of Madness 2.0, but I don't think they're going to randomly start chucking people in. If they're from the Fox universe, it's got a lot more credibility, and the Electro and Daredevil Ben Affleck stuff does look pretty likely. But like I said in the prologue, the information for Deadpool 3 may slow down, but we're not going anywhere. So like always, guys, let us know. Are you excited for the Captain Marvel 2, aka the Marvel trailer? Will you be watching Miss Marvel on ABC if you're from America and do you like Miss Marvel? Actually, let me know. Do you care for the Marvels, right? Because I keep reading certain people on Twitter saying no one cares, but every time I've been to a screener and they've actually played Marvel's trailer, or every time I've been to the cinema recently, there is no like negative comment about the Marvels, but the online perception on Twitter makes you think everyone hates the Marvels, which I think it would do pretty decent. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at WashU to see the video, Facebook and be your voice. Check us out on Twitter, WashUG, and I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.